ごめん。
I feel like there's more. You want to know what's still to do? Here's the list. Right. Bye for now.
So, there is an old ruin on the island here, where the natural flow of ki has stagnated. I think... You said you tried it before, didn't you? In the Nanohana field along the old blossom... I'd like you to do the same thing here. I learned that a particular material is required for the job, and through meticulous research, I've managed to ascertain which kemono to hunt to obtain it. It's a kemono called Jigokuzaru, or lava back.
As far as we know, it's lived on this island since ancient times. Apparently, Minato's hunters have never been a match for...
Your confidence is reassuring, but I don't want you taking any unnecessary risks. If it seems...
I hear that the lavaback lives on the north side, but there are... Perhaps hunting some of those first would be a good plan. Then I can make you stronger.
Let's hope this really does help Minato flourish.
Sensei?
Sorry, I was muttering to myself. Oh yes, I nearly forgot. I've taken the liberty of adding a rather special karakuri to your... I have a matching one, and together, it'll all become clear once you use it. We'll contact you in a little while, so... hear us? Ah, good. It seems to be functioning well. know you. You pull it apart.
But I always try to put things back together again.
Now, we'll help as best we can via this karakuri.
All these broken boats. What happened here?
This is where the samurai on the Ishido clan was driven back to when Kemono attacked. Though ultimately I believe it was Ago clan pursuers who finished them off. These must be the boats they sailed in. You would have been very young at the time. I doubt you remember.
Goodness. But actually, I do have some vague memories from that time. I was playing with Nobu, and suddenly Tosan said we weren't to go outside. I could tell by the look in my father's eye that he really meant it. He must have been very scared, I think.
why you're in such demand. All right, we're on our way. The ruins are at the heart of Ai. We'll take not safe route.
It's a long way, Sensei. Are you sure you're feeling up to it?
Not really. But I couldn't possibly miss this.
Well, please don't overdo it, will you?
Well, well. Again we meet. It seems you have a knack for cheating death. As a hunter, I see you have grown. The fire in your eyes burns stronger now. Fitting that our paths cross here, in the sacred land of the ancient hunters. Traces of their aspirations remain, both within you and without. Once it was so that hunters were born here, raised here, and would die on this soil. But in time, they expanded their horizons, crossing the sea to Azuma. But that migration was only possible with the power of Karakuri. With the knowledge and technology possessed only by those hunters of old. Sadly, all that was no longer is. The haven the hunters built for themselves in Azuma was washed away by the rain of 1,000 days. A great flood that covered all the land. What few hunters survived dispersed northward or westward, taking with them what little knowledge remained of Karakuri. All that was left behind crystallized to become the seed. So you see, all that was left behind now exists within you. You need only hunt, and trust that in so doing, the seed will soon grow.
Over there, look! Oi!
Sorry to keep you. Your successful defeat of the kimono means we can proceed with the... Oh. What's wrong? Are you sure? You look like you've just seen a ghost. Anyway, never mind. Let's get on with the plan. You remember we discussed how you're enabled to conjure and command Karakuri anywhere you like? Well, the reason for that is intimately tied to a form of energy known as celestial thread. Think about when you create Karakuri out of nothing. Tendril-like phenomena appear, don't they? That is celestial thread. It's the motive force behind all Karakuri. If there isn't enough of it, Karakuri can't operate. The larger and more complex the Karakuri, the more celestial thread is required to power it. You've probably noticed already as you've been walking around that these ruins appear to be some kind of giant Karakuri. We can only imagine that at one time it was functioning as intended until, for some reason, the celestial thread here dried up and it ground to a halt.
For some reason. Due to stagnation of ki in the ground, perhaps?
Precisely. Ki and celestial thread are essentially the same thing. The ki here is not flowing. fix that, and these ruins should come alive. Legend tells that this place is actually an elaborate machine used to divert celestial thread to another location. And I'm sure by now you can deduce what location that is. Yes! Minato! Which means that if we're successful here, all the karakuri that have been gathering dust in Minato until now should suddenly spring to life!
I was starting to think I'd never see them working again. It's been so long.
What we're trying to achieve here is crucial to the survival of the town. The influence of the Kemono is growing all the time, and we have no way to defend ourselves. Sooner or later, we'll be forced to abandon Minato. So after many long discussions among the elders, they decided we should work towards restoring the town's karakuri to give us the means to fight back. Which is why your task here is to use your skills to wake up this ancient place.
All Minato's karakuri working again. I just can't imagine it.
It's exciting, isn't it? I have memories from my early childhood when they were still working.
The wall is opening up.
And look at the celestial thread weaving its way. Oh, this I have to study.
So, we did it!
Yes, we did! A great success! You played your part perfectly. Thank you so much. Now, let us hurry back to Minato and see the transformation.
Yes. I can't wait to see what's happening around town. Let's go! Amazing, amazing, amazing! I never dreamed this could happen! Everything is working again! It's like life has been restored to the whole town. Every karakuri is working again! Oh, then the karakuri at the forge will be... This I have to see!
Well, Natsume's happy. To be honest, there are dozens of things I'd like to experiment with, too. And if you wouldn't mind, I'll be needing your help with many of them. Wow. Isn't this something? I expect you're dying to look around town. I know I am. Just think of the dust flying off all those old karakuri as they spring back to life. The bathhouse near the town gates, for example. The hot waters will be flowing again. Ah, they don't need an attendant now. It couldn't have gone better. And it's all thanks to you.
Whoa! You want to know what's still to do? Here's the list. Alright then. Let's catch up again soon.
I've been meaning to talk to you. Sumimasen. I just can't stop watching. It's so fascinating. This karakuri can maintain a higher temperature in the hearth. That would mean I could forge various materials I couldn't forge before. So I'll be much more used to you now. To everyone in Minato, in fact. The times I've tried and failed to get all the things in this forge working again. Most of this equipment has been gathering dust. But now, Minato could thrive again. Like in the old days. I honestly don't know how to express my gratitude. Just... arigato. Thank you so much. I heard you've set up a new camp on the Harugasumi Way. If you like, maybe I could take some tools up there, and materials too, to make things a little more convenient. The easier it is for you to hunt, the more materials come my way, and the more forging I can do. Hopefully, that will help you out as well. You've already done so much for me after all. Just give me a minute to grab my things. Strike while the iron's hot, as they say. Which one are we talking about? Can I be of service? You can't afford to neglect the equipment that affords you protection, can you? Metal work.
So you... Every single karakuri in me. Yo! Now, there's a smug smile. Nani? The one on the spirit isle? Yeah. You... But... was it really the same kimono, I wonder? The one I dispatched was 10 times my height, at least.
That's enough, Ujishige-san. The bird's as tall as your tail about it, and it gets taller every time. Let me tell you what really happened when they were attacked by that Dreadclaw on the Spirit Isle. Ujishige-san was escorting a gathering party, it's true. And a child was almost taken by the kimono. But as for this old samurai's claim that he dispatched it, well...
Yeah. Well, you know, I was just trying to inspire this one with some tales of great exploits. Even if they weren't entirely my own. And inspire you I did. You've added to your own great exploits now. Here's that little something I promised you for defeating the Dreadclaw that's been trembling ever since it faced me all those years ago. Right. Now, I have...
Because the child that nearly got taken was me, to my shame. You see, I stole away in the boat that my father and the hunters took to the island. When we landed and I climbed out, the Dreadclaw appeared out of nowhere. He was after me, while the other hunters scrambled for their weapons, which Shige-san ran for cover. I was too scared to move, but he grabbed me and we took refuge in the boat. He claimed I was just in his path as he was trying to get away, so he had to pick me up. But I think he was trying to stop me getting caught in the fray, to be honest. He got into a lot of trouble with the rest of the hunters afterwards. They were furious that he left them in the lurch. He's got a good heart, you see? But he does love to boast. Don't hold it against him, though. You could be good friends.
Oya? What is all the commotion outside? The town. They have identified the poor soul at last. It was a customer of mine who happened upon the tragedy. On his way, there is no doubt in my mind that this is the work of Kemono.
Because it's hogwash. Dansuke wasn't killed by any Kemono.
Welcome back. Is my account real?
It makes no sense. Dansuke had some of the fastest legs in town. There's no... Besides, I happen to know he got into a fight with someone from your store the day before he disappeared. If you ask me, you lot did him in, and then tried to make it look like the work of a Kemono. You! All the outsiders sticking together, is that it? You're not from here. Kogyoku and her Crimson Treasury patrons can't...
You see what dreadful ill will befalls me? Could you possibly investigate the matter? A hunter's eye is what we need to see.
Waste of time.
I leave it in your ever-capable hands.
Are you the hunter who went to the Spirit Isle? The one who made the wheel turn? It made Ji-san so happy. I wanted to say, Ji-san said it used to turn back in the day. That's before I was born. And he said it was a really big thing when it started. He tells me lots and lots of stories. Oh, like the one about a huge tortoise on the Spirit Isle with coral on its back. Ji-san used to be a merchant. And he told me he saw a piece of its shell for sale once. Do you think there really is a Kemono like that on the island? Could you go?
Feel free. You can't afford to neglect the equipment that affords you protection, can you? Can I be of service?